Sir, it is just like one of the best sellers. Its name is, the name of that book is Count Your Chickens Before They Hatch. There is a particular paragraph many of us know. In olden days, a man went to Yemen when it was under the British rule, and violating all the norms and all the laws of that nation, he began to collect the silver coins, and he became rich. And now, if our management gurus are now propagating this is the right thing to do, it is a new principle of the management gurus is that the new ABCDs are ka, kha, ga, kha. A is to avoid the trade unions, and C is for confusing the courts, and D is for delaying all the benefits to the workers. Sir, I was an advocate who practiced more than 24 years, from the Mofussil courts to the High Court of Kerala. Still, even though I am in the rolls, I do not wear the robes, sir. The workers never get justice. The working class never get the justice. Sir, you also very well know that many of our bureaucrats, they are least interested in meeting the trade union people, the association leaders, and to have a meeting with them. I am not saying about sharing a cup of tea. Anything can happen across a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, because we all share that in the coffee board or the tea board here itself. There have been ministers, sir. I am not accusing you, my honorable minister. In the 15 Lok Sabha, I have heard, many of us have heard, some of the ministers saying, don't come with that trade union people. I don't want to waste my time. Yesterday, our honorable Prime Minister, in this August House, I may be permitted to quote from his speech, sir. Man, money, machine, minute, etc. The first word he used was man. Everything is for man, including women also. But what happens when the cry of the human beings come? It is their cries which come before us. Either they come by person or by petition or through their representatives. But here, sir, what happens now is just like, honorable minister may excuse me, I may ask for such a request through you, sir. It's just like giving WhatsApp idlis to end the starvation. In WhatsApp, there is how to make the idli, and you put that, and you can eat that, suppose. Then we can put an end to all the such starvation. Sir, here, quite a lot of laws are here. And our new entrepreneurs in the era of globalization, they are asking for more flexible labor laws. At the same time, the laws which have been enacted by this August House as well as our brothers and sisters in the upper house, the enacted laws are still in the statute books. They are not at all implemented. And now we hear that we have to end the license Raj. We have to end the inspector Raj. Who is there to cater the needs? Who is there to take up the issues of the working class people? This is my humble question. Who is there, sir? If the government is trying to disorganize the workers, the government has to be a role model. It has to be a role model in the case of employment. The government is now outsourcing. Everywhere we are hearing, we are seeing the outsourcing. In many of the public sector undertakings, it is being outsourced. Sir, with your permission, sir, we all use the services of the airports. In almost all the airports, what happens is that most of the jobs are outsourced. And nobody knows who are these people coming to work in the airports. How many SC people, how many ST people, how many women, how many OBCs, how many orthopedically handicapped, how many differently abled people there. The director of the airport doesn't know. I also don't know. Not only that, sir, there is a gender inequity in the jobs. The minister also very well knows. We all owe our lives to our mothers. Because of the mothers, we are here. The working population, the women, they suffer quite a lot. With you, sir, with your permission, sir, in this country, in many of the airports, the girls, unmarried girls, are forced to serve liquor in the lounges. They have been asked for the interview. They have to give undertaking. I will never marry. Even if I marry, I will not get pregnant. If I get pregnant, I will not ask for any of the medical benefits. And another thing also, suo moto, I am willing to resign from this organization. That also is given there in advance. And these girls who have been taken for, who have been already joined for in the shops or some small vending machine site, something like that, they have to operate there. But these people are asking, the employers are asking the girls, you are, anyway, I have employed you, I will dictate you, I will decide what is your salary, I will decide what is your benefits, and now I ask you, you go and serve liquor in the lounge. This happens even in the airports of India. This is a complaint I am making in this August House. If the Labour Minister has that much of clout, political clout, that much of power, I beg you, sir, you conduct an inquiry. What is happening? And now, if the employers are saying that, of course, we will educate the labour, we will protect your labour. It is just like a fox is being given the opportunity to protect the chicken, sir. It is just like a wolf is given the prerogative to protect the cows and the goats, sir. What the Labour Department has to do, they have to do. If you are watering the powers of the Labour Department and the Labour Ministries, it is a pity, sir, when it is a battle between the man and the machine, and we all, the representatives of the people, sorry, sir, we are standing by the side of the machine and the money instead of the man, it will create unprecedented hardship on the part of the labour class. Sir, before concluding, it has been pointed out by the corporate media themselves that the growth of the joblessness, regarding the growth of joblessness, they have expressed their concern. And the lack of employment growth, we are discussing about the growth of the economy, the growth of the gross national income, the growth of the gross national product, and regarding how to curtail the inflation, the 4% inflation plus or minus 2%, as our Honourable Prime Minister has yesterday stated. But what about the growth of the employment? On the organised sector, it is coming down. On the unorganised sector, it has been a practice that you always put the organised sector before the unorganised sector and tell the people that that organised sector is the opponents of the unorganised sector. It is because of the babus of the government departments, it is because of the babus of the government officers, of the state governments and the central governments, and it is because of them, you unorganized people, you don't get your benefit. This is what they propagate. Regarding the 7th Pay Commission, sir, the HRA, the transport allowance, they have their own grievances. And what about the people who are working in the autonomous institutes and autonomous bodies under the government of India? Whether the 7th Pay Commission has taken into consideration the demands of those people who are working under the government of India in the so-called autonomous institutes and autonomous bodies? No, sir. And regarding the incentives or the increments and their promotion, etc., what will happen for those people who have, I may use such a word, sacrifice their lives? Because human life is only for once. Just like in Angrezi, they say that only a cat has 9 lives. Even the cat doesn't know whether it has 9 lives. A person, my honourable colleagues have just now stated regarding the health benefits. The pensioners, they are crying. They don't know where to go. If you go there, they will tell that you go there. Then if they go there, they will tell them you go there. Even the ex-members of parliament, they suffer from the inadequacies of the central government health scheme. Once upon a time, each and every one of this August House will become an XMP. Sir, within 1 minute, within 1 minute. Sir, in this, I am not, to be frank, sir, I am not opposing this bill. I may be permitted to support this bill, but at the same time, my humble request to the Honorable Minister, because I know, sir, through you, his heart is with me. I know. His heart is with me. Sir, here, a beauty parlor treatment will not solve the issues of this nation. It is a cosmetic thing that will not solve the problems, issues of the working people of this nation. While I support this bill, I request to the Honorable Minister, you have to take up the initiative to conduct regular meetings with the trade unions of this nation. Before the presentation of the budget, such a meeting never takes place. The Finance Minister doesn't invite the Honorable Labour Minister along with other representatives of trade unions to have a meeting. Meetings happen with the corporate lots, with the employers' representatives, not with the employees' representatives. So while we consider the machine and the money also, we have at the same time, we have to have a balance with the man also. This is what I have to say. Our constitution, sir, this is the August Kranti Din hai, August 9, and today morning we have paid our homage to the martyrs also. In the constitution also it has been stated about the workers' participation in the management. What about the workers' participation in the management? If the Honorable Minister is sincere in that, we have to ensure that workers' participation in management should start from the public sector undertakings. Just because of that reason, that should not be privatized. Everything is being privatized. Everything is being privatized. Even the natural resources are also privatized. Here, this is many of the statement of the objects I agree with. In principle, I agree with the minister. I support the views expressed by the minister. But at the same time, the treatment should not be a beauty parlor treatment, a cosmetic treatment. It should go into deep. And we have to take up the issues and solve the problems also, sir. Thank you, sir, for bearing my speech. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
ओढ़कर कानून का चोंगा खड़ी चंगेज शाही, न्याय का शव तक कचहरी में नजर आता नहीं है। मुश्किलों का खर्च इतना बढ़ गया है जिंदगी में, जन्मदिन पर भी खुशी कोई मना पाता नहीं।